So today we're going to look at cleaning a chemical sprayer that we use to apply agriculture chemicals to our crop. Now, first thing I'm going to do here, because this is a hazardous chemical, is we're going to be following procedures that are similar to disposing of a hazardous chemical. There's a previous video on disposing hazardous chemicals. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my gloves on, put my eyeglasses on. I've already washed my hands. And now in the event that there's a large amount of chemical in this container, you're going to want to follow the procedures for disposing of that chemical in a hazardous disposal container. This one is virtually empty, so we're just going to go through the cleaning procedures here. So first thing, just to get this residue out, we're going to fill it with a little bit of water and some soap. And I'm putting about a quart of water in. Here's the Dawn soap. And we're going to shake this up just to loosen up any of that residue in there, any type of other debris that's in there. So we'll shake it. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to pressurize this system and spray the sprayer to clean out the hose and the nozzle. And we're going to be spraying this in a hazardous disposal because, like I said, there's residue in here that we don't want anywhere else. So that's coming out pretty clean. So once we've got that, we're going to dump this liquid in the hazardous disposal container. Now the reason we use small buckets like this is so that we're not mixing different types of chemicals. Okay. Make sure that's on there. Good. Okay, that's secure. So now we can take this to the sink, and got my soap. And here we're just going to rinse out the soap on the inside with clean water. And then we'll fill it a little bit with clean water, a quart or so. We'll pressurize the system, and we'll spray through that hose and nozzle again. So lid's on, pressurizing it, and we're going to clean out that hose and nozzle. That looks pretty good. I'm just looking at the soap content. And now I'm going to clean the outside of this. So I've got my brush, a little bit of Dawn soap, and we can clean the rim here. We can clean these threads. It's the general container itself. And this one's pretty clean, so that's sufficient there. We can look at the handle. That looks good. And the mechanism here, we got threads we can clean. And there's no debris on this one. That's what I'm looking for. This is a pretty clean sprayer. So there we go. We've got the outside of that clean. We're going to rinse it off. Now we're going to let this air dry when we're done. If it does need to get rinsed again, you can do that. Okay, that appears sufficient. So we're going to take this now, got both pieces. Oops, one needs a little bit more. Okay, and it's going to go to our air dry area. It's right under here. Now this, so let's go over what we did here. We ensured that we're not dumping chemicals down our sinks. We wanted to put that in a hazardous disposal container. So that's what the initial step is. Then we've cleaned it and now we're gonna let it air dry. This is the point where you would do an inspection on this. So that'll be in a later video. So thank you very much for watching.